things,
Yes,
but that's
it
how we're
is.
doing it today.
We're gonna start a new channel. I'll be the host.
Yeah. What are we going to call this new channel?
The other way.
The Shady Way? Alright, welcome back to CNC Equipment's YouTube channel and sea of broken John Deere dozers. I don't know if they can see it with the big bright sun up there.
Well, this is like a dozer parking lot now.
I just got back super late last night from Pennsylvania, bought a whole bunch of stuff out there, did haul in a couple backhoes you guys can see out there. I'm using my finger thing again, I gotta quit doing that.
No.
Anyway, these are my dozers. They're getting ready, Kevin's behind. This one is not my dozer. Oh, Bud, have you looked over here? I forgot about this.
What?
This,
Minor. That's minor.
There might be
That's
something
got
wrong
an
there.
alignment issue.
alignment issue.
Yeah.
So we're gonna work on a couple local logger dozers here, hopefully. This one I think needs a transmission pump. You guys have probably seen this one in the video. I think we're gonna leave that one for right now. We'll work on one that's
It's Friday.
maybe easy. So yeah, transmission pump roller. Now this one, I don't think the blade's attached to it anymore.
Oh.
It's just that good.
Oh. Okay.
So oh yeah, that in there is supposed to be connected to that in there. But he said something about he flipped it. Does that mean he flipped the dozer or just flipped the blade off? I'm looking. I didn't really ask him too many details because nothing surprises me anymore. So he rolled it down the hill or I don't know. Parts behind the seats, all he told me. I'm guessing there's probably no threads left in here. He did come borrow a tap off of me, but
Did he make this for real?
I just wonder, smart people like us would probably drive us back here and see Mr. Randy
Immediately?
and wash that dirt off there in case we get into something
Yeah. Okay.
bad. You want to fire it up?
Sure.
You never know what kind of strip you strip. I hope we don't have to pull the blade off of it either. That would ruin our Friday. Mr. Randy's back here washing another big old HET off. Hey, your little buddy's honking the horn at you, Randy.
Who's that?
Your little buddy's honking the horn at you.
Or do you need something sprayed off?
Well, the blade's not attached to the dozer, so we need to wash that area off.
Okay.
I guess we're gonna put it back on. Quit honking at Randy.
Get louder, the louder.
Yeah, I don't think so. Hey, is that oil up there? Show those people all the oil up there.
Yeah, that's definitely oil.
So that confirms our rollover situation. I guess it did flip over. You don't get oil on the bottom side of the roll cage.
I was wondering how that got up.
I wonder how many times it rolled down the hill.
That's wild.
I just thought maybe he was talking about the blade flipped off. But don't you gotta love the local loggers? It definitely flipped. Looks good, Randy. How's that going for you? So these are what, 20 millimeter by 2.5 thread. Oh,
Yeah, about that far in. Just
Right.
need longer bolts.
Huh.
That's all we need.
we may have to make that one that's broken a bottom tap, you know what?
Yeah, might need.
So I actually loaned a tap out to this guy the other day and he tried to fix it himself, but I looked at my tap, it was in the drawer. They're broken. So, you want me to go ahead and start working on making a bottom tap, or what's the situation?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have too many good threads, do you?
It might be tapped crooked too. Right there would actually be.
Another situation is we have to cut that whole block out and re-weld in a new one. And Tucker's not back yet.
Yeah, we don't need to be doing.
That'd be a good Monday project for him, though. After school. So the kids have went back to school. You guys are watching these videos delayed, but Tucker's actually only going to school a half a day, so he'll be coming here in the afternoons, from what I can tell. So he's gonna love us so much.
Yeah, he is too.
So there's like no threads there at the
I can see the hole. They're tapped
crooked.
down. Kind of like this.
What do you want to do?
I don't think, even if we chase those, I think the problem is you get it in the block, then it's going to try to bend the bolt over.
That's why those bolts are bent. Oh yeah.
See how you can see the fresh meat in the bottom of the hole more than you can the top?
Yeah. Oh my. I don't know if you guys can see in there, but yeah, they've definitely went down at a big angle.
Yep.
That hole's all. Now what?
It's all fine until you got to put that 3-inch long block on there. That makes
Yeah,
it straight.
it's gonna pull it back out again.
Yep.
Huh. Well, this got interesting real quick. Oh, I have to take the blade off, ain't we?
Yep. Sure feels like it, bub.
Oh my goodness. I'm sure that's kind of the conclusion he'd come to, or he wouldn't have brought it to us, so. He just didn't tell us this.
He was hoping for something better, wasn't he?
Yeah. You can't fix it right. We could weld it solid. I can make a phone call and see if he wants to do that. We can maybe cobble some bolts in and weld it up. I don't know. I'll give him a phone call and see what he wants to do. Even if you weld it, there's no guarantees at holding, especially when you flip it off the mountain again, right? I'll call him and see. I mean, the right thing to do would be to cut that out and weld a new thing in there, which we can do that, but the ball doesn't feel too bad yet, but Tucker would really love that when he showed up, wouldn't he?
I think he would.
Alright, well, I'm going to call a customer here and we'll make a decision. Well, I just got off the phone with the customer.
I'm pretty excited about it.
I did confirm the rollover. That's what
Did you?
happened. He was pushing a little tree over in the stump, big old root ball. It kind of flipped him up, but it did roll down the hill, and that's what busted this off. It happens. I've tipped one over before. So, we're going with the option I thought he'd probably go with. We're going to try to get some bolts in there best we can. We're going to weld it all up solid. That piece is junk anyway, so when it breaks again, we'll probably do the right thing. So, to fix that piece is $600 or $700. You got to take the blade off, and probably going to pins. It's going to blow out and all that good stuff. So it gets quite expensive pretty quickly. Got a lot of labor cutting that off. So this is the option you want to go with. So we'll probably put a pretty good bevel on there and try to get some bolts in it and go from there.
You're doing good. Keep up the good work. Put that back in the hole. Go on up just a little bit. A little bit more. Can you drive forward any? Nope. Okay, hang on. There, now you got some fingers. Now give her a push. You know what we need? We need some this way. Just stick your hand on there and just give it a little hook. Take 3. We had to think about it. Now we're using our noodle. You need them. You need them. Oh. These people are getting tired of how many takes this is taking. Okay. You go up. Oh, you're picking the arm up too. Now can you go back, Annie? Wheelie! It's getting closer. Oh. Oh. Almost got her, bub. We could go that way some. Oh yeah, that was the way. We got real close there. Yep, right there. Yeah. Can we make that work? We can make it work.
Nothing is ever easy. So
I felt like we were close.
Hey, you got that nice and clean for me.
I did.
What's happened here, he's moved that blade, we've moved it so much these cylinders have actually walked out. You guys don't know, when you angle it, you're shoving fluid on one side of the cylinder and on the front side of the other one. So what's happened, they just keep walking out. So we've got to get them going back in. You're gonna bust some lines apart back here
I feel like that would be a good idea.
and maybe cap something off and we'll have a party. We'll have to cap the tractor side and leave those open and put them in a pan because we're gonna have a fountain of joy. I think that may work.
Okay, let's go for it.
If not, everybody's gonna call us out on national television.
If not, we'll just edit it out.
Somebody told me that we're not on national television. YouTube's not national television.
Oh,
Do they not know I have,
syndicated broadcast?
like every country watches us?
Don't you put it on your TV and watch it?
I don't know what national means, but we're worldwide, bud. Hey, smart people would also mark the hoses. About gotcha.
Rusty one out, bub.
Rusty one out. Who puts 2 zip ties together like this?
Somebody that doesn't like you. Whoa.
Was that you?
No. I wouldn't do such a thing.
There you go. Too big. And that one's just right. Oh. Sausage fingers engaged.
They got too much syrup on them.
Alright, so theory is those are the lines that's hot from the valve up there. We're going to leave these open, put them in a pan, and watch Niagara Falls blow up in Kevin's face. Hopefully I can get this thing walked back up on here. That's the plan anyway. We might as well just shove it with the Taylor forklift here.
Oh, did you hear that? I got a text message.
A text message? We're on live national television. You can't look at your phone.
Oh.
It's a good way to get fired. Are you want to run the Taylor and do the Jimmy Jamie? I should run the Taylor because I don't want to get wet.
Huh.
Set you guys up here.
You're good right there. Let me go, let me do a little blade tilt here. Oh, you should have held it. Just stay on it the whole time. There you go. There. That's it. That's how you park a trailer, bub. Okay, I got proper lighting.
Are you ready?
Meet us down here. Oh, that's good.
Hey, do you know you got to put this piece in before you shove the blade in there?
Hey.
Try it from your side.
Hey,
Huh?
Well, let me see here.
You just want me to jam on the Taylor some more, don't you?
Yeah, I do, kinda. I kinda liked it.
How's that going for you? Huh. I'll get back on the Taylor. How about that? You put that.
Let off that e-brake and
I'll probably go out the next county.
we'll get her. But we're getting closer.
Brake so tight.
We're getting closer every time. Oh, Bob.
How about that?
That's good. I could get her all day. Maybe. Well, you know what? They can't see. Everybody probably wonders what in the world's going on here, but let's see. How about this? Why doesn't it fit in there no more? No. I guess.
Back up.
Try it. Go back. Alright, that's good. There it is. Okay, now car ramrod. And set the brake. There you go. Perfect. Perfect.
Hey, you know what I did yesterday?
What did you do
I did
yesterday?
on a Nissan forklift.
Oh.
I had a nice one at the auction, but I quit bidding on it.
Oh, because we're Taylor people, right?
I like her Taylor. Now the e-brake's in a real big bind right now. But
It's covered under warranty, right?
that's right, Jeff. Our forklift guy's not watching our videos. We'll get some bolts. You know, gosh. You know,
We probably should
you
put
should
some bolts.
Put the bolts in there, Bubby. We're definitely gonna need a new e-brake after this.
That's all right.
You're killing me.
You call Jeff now, you could probably get that e-brake cable coming.
I'm gonna back it up again when you put
All
the
right.
bolt.
Okay, Bob. We're going to get it this time. We're more prepared than ever. Go down just a little bit. There you go. Now you set that, baby. There you go.
I'm gonna shut her off in gear.
It helps keep good pressure
Now I
up.
need to call Mason over here to thread these bolts in.
Mason!
Did you put the junky bolts in here?
I gave you the good ones.
Why did you give me the junky bolts?
You need those.
We got brand new bolts, bub. Did you give me the used bolts?
They were right here.
This is your side. Why did you do that?
No, Bob. They're good. Mine are good.
I usually take you out to lunch on Friday, but you're gonna stay here.
Hey, if any of y'all are hiring, I'll be there on Monday. But is this where the theory some threads are better than no threads come from?
My bolt gets tight, and it gets loose, and then it gets tight.
Mine kind of feels like it's hitting the back of something.
Now it got loose.
You're doing a good job.
Oh, you gave me a good bolt. All right, we got her pulled up. We're gonna hook the lines back up here. Kevin is, and start it up, twist it back and forth, and make sure we don't have it too tight. There is about an 1/8 inch gap in there. These things do have shims in them, but we're just gonna weld all that solid. So I still got one bolt, won't start either. Kevin, you getting your lines hooked up the right way?
Yeah.
Did you get her, bub?
Nailed it.
Got it, huh?
Tell the world.
You got it.
Tell the world.
It'll work just fine.
Tell the world.
All right, we're gonna fire up here in a second.
Bob, what did you do?
I'm trying to start this crappy bolt that you gave me. It may have popped out a little bit when you angled it. Because of all those good threads we got in there. They're what you call summer threads.
Summer threads. Some are there, some ain't. My side popped too.
I heard it.
What's that about?
I don't know. It's not good. Oh, yeah.
Well, huh.
I wonder how good my welding ability is.
I think you're gonna nail it.
I'd say we get up there, cram it, and weld it. If it breaks, then we're taking the blade off.
Okay.
There's a lot of pressure on there.
Yeah.
All right. We got it?
Yeah.
We got some stripped out bolts. Stripped outs. I'm gonna go ahead and weld it there. It's not happy. So I'm gonna weld that crack all the way around.
Well, we're gonna be happy, aren't we?
It's not the right way to do things,
Yes,
but that's
it
how we're
is.
doing it today.
We're gonna start a new channel. I'll be the host.
Yeah. What are we gonna call this new channel?
The other way.
The Shady Way?
Yeah. Shady Side Mechanics.
There's the right way, the wrong way, and the CNC equipment way.
That's right.
That's what we'll call it. So I'm going to weld that up, and then we'll probably plasma cut out a couple little straps and tie those together, make it a little extra strong, in case we happen to roll it over like this again, right? Anyway, I'm going to get after it. You're not going to break my welds, are you? Got so much man strength. Do the angle. That it? Go back the other way. Alright, then go back the other way and leave it up in the air. Alright, so I'm going to finish welding that under there, then we're going to cut a strap out and tie that all together into one piece. And she'll never come apart. Next time it's going to be Torch City, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright.
On this episode of How It's Done.
Is that enough weld?
That's how it should have been from the factory.
That's got to be as strong as 2 bolts, ain't it?
That's right.
That's the way I look at it.
Yep.
Let's start
We'll
it
just
up,
do the other side, right?
do the other side and move on to the next pile.
We'll be done. Bob,
I got my bolts tight. Did you
21
get your bolts tight?
365 has gotten it done again.
It's Miller time. Did I get the other side done?
Let's go see. I feel like you nailed it.
If it breaks, it's going to be rolled down the Grand Canyon this time, right?
Or just rolled down its previous hill. Yeah, see? Perfect. We done finished it off.
There's no way you can break that. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I don't know why you would say something like that.
Leave it to the loggers.
They'll do it. They'll do it.
Well, if it comes back to the shop, we'll have another video on it.
That's right. What, part 2 of Under the Shade Tree?
If that breaks, though, there's like something.
Yeah.
Something's going bad wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, that's way stronger than 4 bolts.
Well, yeah. You should always just be pushing, right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be flipping.
I don't think there's any hill steep enough to break that off this time.
No. Nope. You did it, bub.
All right, Kevin's getting the other one out. I'm gonna fire this one up. I think I'm gonna go back and see Mr. Randy again for the second time today. You guys can see this roller has left a chap. So we're going to wash this off. We gotta pull a shield off to get to that roller stand in there. So we'll probably wash it off, let that dry, work on the other things. I think we got oil pressure gauge we got to fix and that transmission pump. So, so what this thing's doing, it's losing its prime. If you guys watched the video from a few months ago, it come in, it was missing a circlip off the steering clutch and the transmission. So, but and we pulled that suction screen strainer out because he said he's having some problems. Put a new hose on there, but that pump must be getting weak. They may run it low on oil or something like that. But give her some fuel here. Looks like it may have picked up oil and the pedals come up, so yeah, it's working just fine now. I know when he brought it in, I heard him revving it up, trying to get the pickup from, but we'll get her back there and get her cleaned up and pull it in the shop. Hey, you're blocking my shot.
Sorry, bub.
Mr. Kevin's been
I was working.
fixing oil pressure gauge, so ow. What are we doing down here?
Hopefully nothing.
You know what I think? Wow, it's full of crap.
That's what I mean. It's like a little nature preserve down there.
I had to take out that belly pan plate and go back and see Randy for a while, ain't it?
Yep.
I wonder if I can catch him at the end of the day real quick. So it's dry on Monday.
Yeah. I'll put this dash back in real quick.
Yeah.
Hi, pal.
Hey, Mason. Mr. Mason.
Mason, we got just a job for you, bub.
Can you go under and take this belly pan off right here in the center? Well, what is it, 4 bolts or 2 bolts?
Yeah.
For us, please. It'd be greatly appreciated. Look at you smiling. You just love that, don't you?
Employee of the day.
It's just leaves. There's no nastiness.
Promise.
The smelly dozer? Mason's been over here working on this nasty smelling 700. Oh my gosh, it smells. Somebody's not had the belly pans off that one for a while. Anyway, we're gonna get that off, let Mr. Randy wash that here at the end of the day, and then Monday morning we'll be back. Alright, Mr. Randy got this dude washed up a little bit. So, Kevin got done painting. We're going to tackle this situation. We're going to bust the transmission pump off, which is this last two. You guys can see. This last little section here. This is a hydraulic pump up here. This is the transmission charge pump. So, they've been complaining of it not picking up fluid. We did check the suction strainer and the rubber hose. Replaced it last year when it was in here last, and that didn't really help them too much. So we're gonna get up in there, see what we can do. I'll hold all 50 pounds of it.
You will?
Yeah.
You want me to help?
Should be a shaft in there, right? I'm gonna grab a hold of this fitting, you grab a hold of that fitting, or what? My fitting's loose. Watch, this pump could split apart in pieces too. That'd be wild. Oh, I got a parking brake lever in my arm.
Can I go up that way? There we go.
I'm sitting right here.
Yep, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bob, she's brand new.
Is she? She sucking oil? Oh yeah, look at all that goodness.
Yummy.
We gotta clean that up a little bit before we bust her apart.
Probably should.
Harbor Freight wouldn't have done that.
Harbor Freight would do it. Hey, I used your Harbor Freight tools to put up your Milwaukee signs.
Did you?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Did you film it?
No, I should have.
Nobody knows. You need to take that snap ring off?
Hey, you know what makes the snap ring really hard to get off?
Keep wiggling it on you. Should come apart. She got a little warm. Bushing is supposed to be
In there?
in here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Where's our light at? She's been running without oil. She's purple and blue, and
What would cause you to say such a thing?
you guys can see those grooves. Oh my. See that there?
Yeah.
That's why it's not,
Picking up.
yeah, they've run it without oil. You guys see that right there? That's what they call a gear pump. Clearances have to be really tight for it to pick up. That's the top side. She's definitely got hot and left a chat. That's been spinning inside the case.
It's never a good sign.
Things in bad shape.
You know what it needs?
What's that?
A new one.
That's what it needs.
He's carrying it like it's a...
Mason, you're carrying it like it's your baby from your girlfriend.
Oh.
Oh.
I was going to say a puppy, but...
A puppy. Oh, has this one been apart?
Yep.
Huh. So I just happened to look out at another. Oh. This kind of looks familiar. I think this looks good. What else you got in there? End plate, bolts. I think this one was okay. It's definitely not tore up, is it?
No.
The bushings aren't spun.
She might just need cleaned up.
She might need cleaned up and reassembled. And put back in there for the loggers. I'm sure that's the option they'd want to go with, wouldn't they? They probably don't want to spend thousands of dollars on a new pump.
No. I don't see that.
That one is not rebuildable. This is what happens when you run your transmission out of oil right there, folks, so take note of that. Or you run it low and you run it up a freaking cliff, or roll it down the hill like the last loggers did.
Yeah.
But I remember taking this off and it wasn't a problem, and we had a spare one. That's why I put it in the trash bag. It was still good. So I think in the morning, it's getting late here, we'll get this one cleaned up, get it reassembled, stick her back in there, and they'll be good to go. You still gotta fix that roller yet, Mason. It's got your name on it. What's wrong with it?
Nothing. I can see it.
Looks like your Chevy front tire.
Oh.
All right, we got our good used pump cleanup. Do you know how much that pump was?
How much?
$4,500. A new one from John Deere. So we're selling this one at quite a bit less than that. We got this one all cleaned up, inspected. Thrust plates all look good. There's no grooves anywhere. All this is good. It's off a pretty low hour machine. The gears look excellent. I'm not sure. You like that one over there? That's called not rebuildable.
Pretty much the same.
Get your junk out of here. She's got warm, run out of oil. So we're gonna put this one back together. And I don't know why. I think we thought we may have had one of those problems, or somebody did. So we took a pump off that tractor, and that wasn't it. I'm not sure, but anyway, we got a good low hour pump here. We're gonna stick it back together, and we'll get her in the machine here. You know how it goes back together?
Start right there.
Yeah, any kind of oil. We're gonna put a little bit of oil in here. It's gonna show you how these gear pumps work. So this is our suction side. It sucks out of the transmission. So it's sucking oil up here, and these basically just spin, compress oil, and it sends pressurized oil out this port over here. It's pretty simple setup. Now you can reverse these housings around and change the direction. If your input's spinning the wrong way, you can take these apart and flip around. So it's important to look at your directional arrows and get them back together the right way. I know in a lot of the dump trucks, military ones, we always had to take the dump pumps apart, flip them around because they spin different. But you can do that just by literally changing a couple gears. They're pretty simple. Got a little assembly lube.
Yep.
Put a little oil in there because that thing will be running without oil until it picks up prime. So that's what's happened to that one. You all ready, Bubby?
We did.
Hey, look, the painter missed the bottom side of the pump at John Deere back in 1990, whatever. We'll just look at this side. One new refurbished pump.
How about that?
Ready to stick her in there? Mason, you're in my workspace over here.
Yep.
Mason's taking out the top roller.
Safety first.
Have you got it out yet?
Well, it's trying to come out. It's loose.
Well, we need her out, Bubby.
Yep.
Trying to get a little jack stand in there.
I'm trying to.
It's stripped out. Take your socket off there.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's all messed up. Put your impact back on. We'll try to lean it. Might take it off. It's not good.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Hang on.
That looks good.
Should have quit working when it tore up. I'll try to lean it back this way.
Ready?
Bolt's bent. You did it, Mason.
I don't think it's supposed to do that.
No. That's American bolt, and I don't think that's supposed to be. It's a bent one, too. Where'd the other bolt go? It come out of there? Right here? We got a super long one. That's interesting. I wonder if there was a nut on the bottom side of that.
That sounded like it.
It was a washer. Alright. Get to work on the pump. I think probably need to get a tap. Those are just, you got an 1/8" socket on there?
Yeah.
Get a 3/4 inch tap and get that all cleaned off, run down those holes. And then you can press this out on the press. Let's put that in there like that and press down that, knock that out. And I'll help you. But get these holes cleaned up while me and Kevin's putting a training pump in. Getting better and better. Put a new O-ring on this adapter doohickey.
Adapter doohickey.
You like that?
You're so technical.
Yeah. If I remember right, this had to come through this hole over here.
It did. I'll catch your tea. I got it.
Boom. Bolt. Maybe threads are better than no threads.
That's right. They're like baby threads, but they're a little bit bigger than babies.
You say you got the ratchet?
Yeah. Okay.
My track's sitting higher. It's awkward.
Huh. Well, my side's definitely going in, so let's see about your side. Oh, the thunder.
About broke that bolt off.
Did you see that?
Oh, wrong way.
What do you want?
Hang on a second. We're getting a torque spec on these bolts.
Ready?
Ready? Click, click. Did you hear that?
Man, that's a good torque wrench.
Hey Mason, will you pull down on this hose here? I'm trying to put a loop in it so I can get it on here. Okay, now push it back up.
That's a good little Mason.
It's not on it. Alright, we're wrapping up. Is that the last one, Bubby?
Nope.
Oh, you got more. Did I beat you?
Just this one right here. You weren't holding that side of the canister so I could thread it in.
Oh, is that what you want me to do?
That's what it was.
This nitrogen accumulator that doesn't do anything anymore? What do you need?
I need to do that.
So this canister has nitrogen in it, so if the tractor dies, you're supposed to have a little bit of brake pedal or something for a couple of seconds. I don't know. I guarantee there's nothing in it. It's really not necessary.
What would cause you to say such things?
You could literally cap that T off and it would be fine.
Not today.
You better quit before you break something with your Herculean sausage fingers. Mason, I see you down there.
Alright. Done everything? Drive shaft, pump bolts, suction screen, hoses.
Yep. I got my jam nut tight. Your T was tight.
Yep.
We could start it. If the pedals come up, that means it picked up pressure. Are you wanting to do something like that? 56, 88 hours. We changed that filter. 55, 39. We probably need to check that transmission oil over. Well, we didn't lose any, right?
No.
It was good. I checked it. It was over full a little bit.
Okay.
So we didn't lose any oil.
Yep.
Hey Mason, stay out there for a little bit. I'm gonna start this thing up.
Let me get that wrench out here. Hold on.
Okay.
Alright, you're good.
We're gonna start it up, and I'll probably release this parking brake. And if the pedals pop up, that means we've got transmission pressure. And we'll test the rest of it outside later. You ready? Why don't you get some air and shooting that dipstick? We don't want to burn that pump up. We'll give it a little extra help because it has 0 oil in it. You guys seen that yellow light flashing? That was a low transmission pressure. So Kevin, I got the dipstick out over there. Going to shove a little air in that case and we'll help send a little oil up to this. Those pumps are new and dry. They don't like to pick up prime. You got a little air in her?
Yep.
I'm going to start her up again. Pedals come up now. Should have it. Alright, see after pedals come up, we got transmission pressure, the lights off. So I don't see anything. I'll shut that off. I don't see anything leaking. So we'll let it sit here. We're gonna fix that roller and some other stuff here. And when I start it right back up, those pedals should pop right back up now that it has oil pressure. Alright, we got a roller stand in the press here. We're gonna press this dude out. This is the older style. The new style has 2 bolts in it. Clamp. You can, yeah. I got her stand out here. Got this cleaned up. There's actually a seal that rides in here on these press fit types. So these rollers are going to ship without oil in them. Go ahead. So they just have a seal that pops in. It's actually a metal to metal seal. It's a very finely machined surface that seals the oil out. So Mason's doing is taking the roller apart so we can get the shaft out. O-ring in there. Alright, I'm going to try something different. I've not done this before. These things are a pain to fill up with oil. Sometimes they drill a hole through these rollers that go all the way through into this cavity where you can fill them up real quickly with oil that way, but none of these holes go through. So I'm going to try something a little different. You notice we pulled the shaft out. These Allen bolts are always a pain to pull out, so I'm going to leave those in there. I think what we're going to do is try to press this in the opposite way. Being I'm going to stand this roller up like this. We're going to try to fill it up with oil, put it back together, and then we'll press this stand down on top of it like this. It should work. And it's going to allow us to fill that cavity up with oil and get it pretty much full. You can fill them up from this hole here. They just are a pain and they're slow to get the oil in there. So, but you guys know gear oil is really thick. That's what runs in these. So if you got the newer style that has a split flange and the 2 bolts, these are going to be pre-filled with oil. You just slam them in there, tighten your bolts in. You guys have seen us do those on the newer ones, but these older ones are kind of a pain. So we'll try this and see how it works. Give me some hoser, bud. Alright, go ahead and pump that up. Easy. A little bit more. A little more. Okay, that's good. Put that up. Alright, got oil in there. Fill it up as high as we can. and put this back through here. So, you can go ahead and put your cap back on there. There's a seal. It's got two finely machined surfaces.
Do you want grease for those?
Nope, no grease on these. Here. Alright, we're set up here in the press. I'm going to go ahead and put some gear oil on this back side too. Just extra cavity it will run down into our roller. You got to be careful not hit that seal or nick it. Okay, go ahead, Mason. Alright, we got it pressed in there. Those shafts go about flush. We're at the same place the old one was. There was a little bit of yellow paint showing, so it went good. It takes about 5 tons of pressure. It's about all the higher seen at 5 to 7 while we was pumping. Once we hit it, jumped up to 10. But we're going to take these plugs loose here, get a little bit more oil in there. Being we filled that center cavity up, I kind of like this way. I've not done it that way before, but it's so hard to get oil in there, like I said. But we've got that cavity almost all the way full, and I put some in the back side, and we'll fill this front side up, and that should be good. Once we get it on the machine, we can check it. These things are supposed to be halfway full, so it's on that center plug here. But yeah, I think I like that situation. The other way we usually done it, we just press the roller in this way, and then try to get oil in through that hole, and it just takes forever. So a little bit quicker way. Alright, up here under the machine, looking at that roller stand, I think we must have had a nut under there. Those threads are gone. These aren't too bad, but we can probably get a little impact. I'm going to put the right metric tap in there and try to get some better threads going on in there. Alright, so I tapped these out to a 20mm bolt. I had a 3/4, which is like 19mm, and we got some pretty good looking threads in there, so we're going to try that. Let's see how they do.
Can we go down below?
Yeah, maybe. So this front one's lined up pretty close. Hit him with a bigger impact. I like that'll work, don't you?
Yep. They
Okay.
weren't turning anymore.
Do what?
They weren't turning anymore.
No, we tightened up good. I think we got it. Alright, I feel pretty good about that. We put a bunch of Loctite on there. They tightened up good with the big impact. Got a whole bunch of covers and stuff to put on, and we're about done. All right, Mr. Mason has informed me that we have a leak on our output shaft on our transmission pump we just stuck in there. It's probably the reason why it got swapped out to begin with, I'm guessing. So anyway, I pulled the old one back out of the scrap metal, take it apart and see what kind of seal it is. I actually found one in town at local bearing shop, so Tucker's going to be getting one of those for us. But I want to take this one apart and see how it come apart. I think we can take it apart in the tractor. We're going to pull the yoke off. There's 2 set screws in here, and then this just threads out. We did have to take an air hammer and bump these bolts. We screwed a bolt in there. We tried to turn it with the pry bar first, but he's able to put a bolt in there and bump it with the air hammer, then it spun out. So hopefully the one in the tractor, cross your fingers, comes apart the same way. So it's just a very inexpensive seal. The problem with John Deere, they do not show a breakdown on these pumps anymore. If anybody's messed with these, they know what I'm talking about. They want you to buy a whole new complete pump. They don't really show any breakdowns or seals, but I did find parts and stuff's readily available. It's a commercial Intertech, which I think is a Parker pump now. It's like a P365 series, so you can still get all the seals and stuff for them. They just don't show them for whatever reason on John Deere parts. So, but they are rebuildable, it looks like. So, but we're gonna get set up there. Kevin's over doing some painting right now, so me and Mason's gonna see and get that seal back out of there. Put it under there. One seal. Don't look bad, but she probably these seals will leak when it's not running because there's no pressure, and once they get pressure they usually seal up, but she's probably just old and dried up. We'll get a new one and put in it. Alright, got a new seal. I didn't know Timken made seals. They must have bought National Seal out. Got it in there. We're going to hop up there, put a new O-ring on it. We're going to go stab it in there and hope it don't leak.
Action! Hi, Bob. I feel like we already did this once today.
Oh, not this section.
Oh,
How about some on the seal in here?
not important. Do I need to go below? Or did you do all of this effort from above?
Well, it's kind of a...
Team effort?
I had an
Screwdriver?
air hammer from down below, and
Oh.
I practice on the... Oh, she's tight. Well, I feel like we're getting good at this, bub. You ready?
Yep.
I gotta give her some fuel. May need some air again. She's run out of oil. We'll have to give her a little air and prime her up again. Alright, Kevin's back over getting ready to stick air in it again. You got some air in her, Bubby?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Let that run there a little bit. Make sure we don't have any leaks. No leaks?
No, let me
Hey, are you getting ready to go to the baseball game? You got like grease patches on your forehead.
It's because my face has to go in a tiny little hole.
Maybe the hole
arm
is
is not
normal
long.
sized.
No, my arm's not long enough So I gotta put my face on.
We're gonna throw the floorboards back in this. We got new bolts, new hardware. It had all kinds of different stuff. I just threw it away. So we're gonna get all stuff bolted in, fire it up, and take her outside. Hey, just so you know, there was no panels over there when we got it. This is all over here, Bubby. Like that's
Where
like
are all these, man?
those are all gone. You don't need those.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Bob. Action. You have YouTube presence?
YouTube presence.
Woohoo! Bye-bye. Come back soon.
Well, there you have it. We fixed a rollover special, and I don't know what you call this special. Do you know? Tranny special.
Yeah.
The local loggers have kept us busy again, so hopefully you guys like this little video. What are you doing?
I was just seeing if there's any fluid in
Oh,
there.
it probably ran out when it went down the Green Canyon, remember? Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, do us a favor, give us a big thumbs up so we can keep doing what we like doing here and keeping you guys fed with awesome content. And trust us, we've got plenty of content coming down the way. It looks like a dozer shop around here or something. So that one's even missing something. I don't know what it is, but yeah, we really do appreciate everybody watching. And if you want to keep seeing more stuff like this, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out, and all that goodness. So we will catch you guys next time.
Hey, what's going on over here?
I don't know. I was hoping you could tell me.
Talking about all my markers he stole from me.
No, don't worry about that. It's part of it.
How many markers do we need?
When?
Is that one still right and good?
Yeah, this one's
He
good.
just needs to bring it
I'll
back
take
from
this
his
one
house.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see if I got any more in my pocket. No, I'm good. That's it.
Want me to call your wife and see me on the dresser?
You know, the best part is they're like on the toolbox.
And I get in trouble for stealing
on the
some nuts and
counter,
bolts.
on top of the island in the kitchen, on top of the washer and dryer. She just puts them in little Ziploc baggies.
Okay. Your brand new Boma lights just showed up. Hey, are you backing this one off? Sure. See what kind of operator you are. Now you got to stay on just like you told me.
Like I told you.
You got to get on.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, look, you put your foot off too.